Hey everyone. Another video. What do women want? I'm going to give you my opinion, based on years of studying human behavior in practice. What do they want? Phase 1, 18 to 25 years old, the rebellious and party phase. In this phase, a woman is out at clubs, in a rebellious phase, thinking she knows everything and wanting to challenge her parents. She's going to want a bad boyfriend. They look for the strong, good-looking guys, the pretty boys, too. They don't want the correct, straight-laced guy who works hard and studies. They don't even look at those guys. Why? Because it's the phase where their beauty flourishes most, the phase when a woman is at her most beautiful. They have a lot of options, especially in today's world, with packed schedules of contacts. She can close her eyes, scroll, and pick someone. She can even download a raffle app, put the names in, and the app does the drawing. In this phase, she'll look down on the good, decent man. Of course, every rule has an exception, but I'm talking about the majority. I lived through this too. In her partying, she has a huge chance of getting pregnant. She'll only look for the scumbag who humiliates her, who screws up her life, but she likes that. She's in a phase where she enjoys suffering. It doesn't matter if the guy is good looking, or good in bed. Pulling her hair, putting her on all fours, and going at it hard. If the guy is a scumbag, even better. They love it. For God's sake. And she'll probably have a child or more. Phase 2, 25 to 35 years old, the search for Prince Charming. She turns 25 and goes up to 35. She enters the Balzacian phase, and becomes a single mother, plus Balzacian. Her schedule starts to thin out, because the guys she used to go out with don't want her anymore. They're going to want the new, younger batch, the cute ones with nice, hot bodies. In this phase, they start to look for a genuinely good man. That's where you fit in, you who are a good man. The majority of men who are on the red pill, are good, honest men. Of course, we're not going to support a woman like that. But you are a target. They look for a man with a stable, good job. If he's a public servant, it's their dream, because you have security. If you have to pay alimony, it's deducted from your paycheck and so on. In this phase, they're looking for Prince Charming. They've banged tens of thousands of men, and now they want a good man to show affection, say beautiful things, a romantic, hardworking warrior. Someone who already has stability, usually a car, a house, something. They're going to come down off their high horse, because 10 years ago they looked at you with total contempt, and now they look at you with the eyes of a dog that fell off a moving truck. My bad, I'll try to be serious here, guys. Or like those dogs staring at the rotisserie chicken machine. You, the good man, become a target for them. A lot of blue pill suckers fall into the traps. The woman has great experience, she's good at sex because she practiced a lot. Practice makes perfect. She has a general idea of what most men like. So, she'll do everything to please you. She's not worried about climaxing, the goal is to give you maximum pleasure. She's on a fishing trip. She's casting the line and trying to hook an idiot. And a lot of men end up getting hooked. That's where the danger lies. When you're not paying attention, you're hit with a flood of problems. You have a woman who usually has some level of psychological disorder, children from another man, and exes who don't give the woman a break. So you go about managing this miserable life that you didn't choose to have. You could have an extraordinarily wonderful, peaceful life. You'd have your good job, your car, your house. Instead, you bring a huge problem into your life because of sex. Because you're stupid. Because you let yourself be deceived. Some men value a woman more than their own mother. This is very common, okay. The man gets into this, I love this woman so much, thing because he doesn't understand what love is. He can't open his damn phone screen, which he uses to like a bunch of women, and instead use that extraordinary tool to research what love is. No, he lets himself fall in love. Don't give me that, passion is something that happens without us wanting it, excuse. No, you give in, you are open to it. Study about it. Then, bam, he brings Satan into his life. His life becomes a living hell. The only good moments will be when he bangs the woman, 10 or 15 minutes of banging, where he'll be happy, ejaculating like a horse. In other words, in a day, the guy has 15 minutes of pleasure and 23 hours and 45 minutes of a horror show. I don't even need to say which way the scale tips. People make the trade. They prefer to spend most of their time feeling angry, hateful, wearing themselves out, and spending their assets for a few small moments of pleasure. Phase 3, 35 to 50 years old, the phase of disillusionment. After that 25 to 35-year-old phase, if the woman didn't find anyone because men are starting to wake up, we get to the 35 to 50-year-old phase. She didn't find anyone, only men to smash and dash. A lot of the time it's due to her own incompetence because she's a total pain in the ass. She still thinks she's hot, she still thinks she's a wonderful princess. She's going to have a strong tendency to become a feminist. Why? Because of all the disappointments she's had. She doesn't consider that she's a plague, a woman who is bad in bed, annoying as hell, talks too much, and is a pain. She thinks the problem is men. Then she listens to a bunch of feminists who aren't worth a damn on this planet talk bad about men. Of course, we'll blame someone. It's not my fault. It's what I always made clear in my videos. They don't want to take the blame, so they put the blame on men. Then she starts to adopt this feminist profile and to hate men. In short, she won't be able to find anyone else. Many end up becoming lesbians and continue to live their mediocre lives, in search of a perfect love. Since childhood, these damn kids' stories like Romeo and Juliet and Rapunzel start to introduce into people's minds, into their subconscious, that the world is wonderful, make-believe. People don't understand that the universe is chaos. Then you have TV shows, movies, books. People enter a fantasy and they want that for their lives, a Prince Charming. It's funny that they don't look for a Prince Charming when they're beautiful and hot. They only look after they're messed up. By then, it's too late. So, that's my analysis, my critique. I've been studying people's behavior for many years, and also through the studies of great thinkers and philosophers. These are the phases in which a woman is in search of the perfect man, what they want and what they desire. I ask you to subscribe, comment, like, share if you can, and let's show reality to the people who don't want to see it. Let's give bitter, red pills that liberate people. Acquire the e-book, Guide to Dismantling and Neutralizing Female Ploys in Love. This is the true manual of the modern high-value man. A hug and see you in the next video. Forward, warriors.